Hey there, it's John Paulas. You're listening to Life's Potluck Buffet. It is Saturday here, and I am sending weekend vibes out to everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today, I am going to ask the cards a question to see what they think about what's an important topic coming up that we should be aware of. So stick around for today's episode of Life's Potluck Buffet. Oh, by the way, if you've been following along about auto caption and the auto generated captions that are on YouTube and how I've been kind of tracking to see how they're spelling things, Life's Potluck Buffet, they're almost doing it correct every time. So that's really great. The machine learning has learned. So or maybe I'm just enunciating more clearly. And the last name, still a new variation of my last name appeared on the auto captions, and it spelled it Paace. Oh, I shouldn't have spelled it out loud now. The auto captions, just ignore that. That's not, it's Paulas, not PAA. Oh, I'm not going to say it again. Okay. So it sounds like I just was mumbling. I mean, I guess, right? I mean, maybe I'm saying it so fast and so mumbly that the auto captions are like, I don't know, PAAC. Probably. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, auto captions. So now let's get to this question. So today's question is, what's an important topic coming up? And you know the cards are magic. They can answer this question. They're going to help me answer this question today, as always. I have in front of me the Life's Potluck Buffet card deck, 55 cards, 52 numbered cards, 3 wild cards. And we have episodes on Life's Potluck Buffet about every single card and every single worksheet that was produced from every single card. So, we've got lots of detailed work that we've done about each and every card in the deck. Now, I will shuffle them in the way that I normally do. I won't explain it again because I explain it every time, but I'm doing it right now in my ritual way. Listen to pretty much any episode to find out how I do that. I hope I explain it okay. It's hard to explain actions that you're doing that aren't, it's difficult. All right, hold on a sec. I got to shuffle them away from the microphone because otherwise they blow up the mic. So please hold. Ooh, that was weird. A bunch of them kind of shuffled together in a weird way. Oh, that's creating a very special break in the cards. All right, here we go. What's an important topic coming up? Oh, interesting. Card 32. The back of your mind has a full-time job. I just drew card 32 the other day, didn't I? Huh. All right, well, I'll quickly read the beginning of it. So, the back of your mind has a full-time job. Ask yourself a question to solve, then refinish a chair or run an errand or take a walk or do whatever your mind-clearing activity is. While you're doing that activity, the back of your mind is solving the problem. The same is true with dreaming. Conscious problems are often solved by unconscious thought. Okay, so what is an important topic coming up? Well, the card is asking me to think about subconscious thoughts, unconscious thoughts, and dreaming and things like that. I had a dream recently about food supply. So I think that is the important topic coming up. It was a weird dream. It had a lot to do with like baking a pie, an apple and cheddar pie, which I don't know. I don't know what that means. Obviously, that's not for Life's Potluck Buffet to figure out what that means. That's a different podcast. But I think because that popped into my mind, I think that like this idea of food supply is the important topic that is coming up in our world for us to think about. And part of the cheese, the apple, the cheddar part of it, the cheddar part of it, maybe is talking about dairy supply. That's an interesting thing that I have noticed. it's gotten better recently, but something seems to be going on with, at least in the United States, at least in my region of the United States, maybe. Maybe you've experienced this elsewhere. If you're anywhere in the United States, let me know. That the kind of supply of dairy products to both large retailers, less so with very small grocery stores, but with the big name ones, the kind of national ones of various types, that are there's not often there's types of milk missing from the shelves, and not because there's been like a run on it or something like that, or like people have bought a lot, or it depends on what day of the week, right? That you buy. Yeah, I feel like, right, because when they're restocking in the beginning of the week or whatever day the store restocks, yeah, okay, it may be full, and then by the time you get to, I don't know, the end of the week, uh, or 7 days after the stocking happens, people have bought up all the stuff. So it's not that; it's just that there's something weird going on with dairy. And I think that's an important topic coming up that we should all take a look at if you care about dairy. If you don't care about dairy, if you're not, if you don't consume dairy products, then maybe you're like, John, doesn't matter to me. Okay. So that's topic one of our food supply issue. Topic two is the Apple thing, a part of the pie I was thinking of. And I think that that I don't think apples are necessarily going to be in short supply. Um, Not that I've done a lot of research into apples per se, but I do know that the food supply issues are very topical. You know, um, as we were talking about in an episode a couple of weeks ago, maybe, about automation in farming and big farms, and the consolidation of farms, and the use of automation and computers and basically running farms, so that farming is now like become like a kind of data science thing almost. For the larger farms which supply the large supplies of food that are required, since there are several billion people on Earth, obviously, that is an issue, and I think that's the issue, right? Is the way in which farms will produce produce. That sounds like a great name for a conference. Uh, Producing produce for the future. I'm sure that's probably already the name of a conference. Anyway, but the way, I think that's an important topic coming up, how that is going to work, um, what the exigencies and the issues and the challenges in regard to producing food for the future. And I think that's something that um, all of us need to be aware of and be more connected to. I think that's what the cards are hinting at. I'm going to say that our topic for today is food supply. That's the important topic to look into today. For those of you who consume dairy products, so find out about dairy supply stuff. For those of you who are interested in various types of produce that are whether it's vegetables, fruits, or grasses, grains, right, that are important for caloric intake for the world's food supply. Look into that, because I'm sure there's some really good videos on YouTube about food supply, so check that out. And if you have a recipe for an apple and cheddar pie, I don't even know if that's a thing, but if it is a thing in your world, please let me know. And please, maybe my mind is telling me this is going to be good, for the fall coming up. Maybe this is what I need to be baking. So, Let me know. Actually, that's real life potluck buffet. A dessert for our buffet, an actual dessert. That's exciting. Not a metaphorical dessert. So yeah, let me know if an apple cheddar pie means anything to you. It doesn't mean anything to me, but it sounds like it's possible. That's out there. Okay, have a great weekend. A great Saturday because I'll see you tomorrow on Sunday. So I'll see you next time on Life's Potluck Buffet.